Hello there everybody, how's it going? It's Jessie from Jessie Marie Does Stuff here on FlossTube. I am here with a Stitch Mania plans video. Now, I know, I haven't filmed an update in a long time, so this feels really weird, but I am filming an update today. However, I have a small window of time, and I wanted to film my Mania plans video and separate from the update. I just wanted to try to break it up a little bit. So I have a little bit of time here and I thought, well, might as well take advantage, right? Little lady is behind the camera. She is in her swing. She is on the edge of a nap. So if you hear that rhythmic rocking sound and the occasional outburst, she's right behind you. So I'm sure you'll probably be able to hear that. But she's gonna crash out here any minute now. I can feel it. So, hi everybody. I have missed you. Before I get into everything, I just want to say welcome. If you are new here, then thank you. Thank you for joining my channel and for coming to check me out. Things are busy around here, and so my filming is going to be very sporadic and very just not on a timeline. If you are one of my returning viewers, then thank you ever so much for coming back and for sticking with me through all of the changes that have happened in my life over the last few months. This is a channel that is mostly about cross-stitch, although when it applies, I will talk about knitting and reading and life stuff. All of that aside, today is just about cross-stitch. We're talking Stitch Mania. Now, I have no business participating in Stitch Mania. My stitching time is different than it has been in the years past. And I had set out this year with a no new starts plan. I was going to do no new starts. And then the wonderful admin over at Stitch Mania, the Facebook group, announced that they were closing the group. So Katie and Garrett are closing the group effective June 1st. They're archiving it, so that won't be a thing anymore. I have a feeling that Stitch Mania, the event, is going to last forever, for as long as we continue it going, but it's just not going to be an officially sanctioned event. And so when they made that announcement, I was like, well, I gotta do Mania. However, in years past, I have done the Blimey Cat method, and I can't switch projects every day. I can't. I don't make enough progress each day. Some days I don't get to stitch at all. So the Blimey Cat method is really just not very effective for me right now. So I'm going to have some new starts. Yes. But I'm only going to have a few. 3 or 4. We will see what it boils down to. But so I'm going to be having a new start every Sunday. So before I get into what I'm starting, let's talk about Stitch Mania, what it is. Its basis was 15 starts in the first 15 days of May. And the first time this happened was in 2015. It has since evolved. You can make it however you want. I've done Monogamania. I've done 31 new starts, so expanding out to the whole month of May. I have done the Blimey Cat method, which is the process where if you had a new start last year on the 1st and you finished that project, then on the 1st this year you get a new start. If you started a project on the 2nd last year and you haven't yet finished it, then you work on it on the 2nd again. So I've done that a couple of times, and that was coined and created by Blimey Cat, Brittany, at Ingleside Imaginarium. For 2021, my plan is to have a new start on Sundays, every Sunday. And I'm going to work on that new start for 3 days, I think. And then switch back to some other things, probably in this moment, because that's the way it goes. So that's going to be my new start days. The 2nd, the 9th, 16th? Yeah, 16th. And then the 23rd and 30th are kind of up in the air. I have 3 things that I absolutely want to start. And so I could find things. I absolutely have the stash. I could find things to fill those other 2 Sundays. But if I'm going to make any new starts this year, I want them to be things that I really want to stitch. And so we'll kind of wait and see we'll leave those couple of days open for maybes. So let's get going and showing you the things that I am absolutely going to start this May. Oh, so excited. Okay, so the first one is a Mill Hill. On Sunday the 2nd, I am headed to my mom's. We are going to have a belated birthday celebration with my mom, and my brother is flying down. And so I don't know what kind of stitching I'm going to get in on Sunday, and so I thought a Mill Hill would be great. Plus, I'm having my second shot on Friday, so I may not be feeling so great. This sounds like a really great one to start off. Name and blame here. Stitchin' Mommy Sarah has been talking about her Mill Hill Monday, and it's gotten me like jazzed about wanting to stitch a Mill Hill. I haven't stitched on a Mill Hill in a long time, and so just her showing her little bit of progress progressively, each and every week has really inspired me. And then stars aligned. I received a beautiful gift, just a box of happy that made me cry from Carolina, Crafts Makeup Food here on FlossTube, and in it was this kit. So this is Mouse House. It's a buttons and beads, and I haven't done a buttons and beads for Mill Hill before. I've done lots of Mill Hills, but not a big one like this. And so it's 3 mice in a pumpkin, right? Like, hello. And sometimes I call Baby Does Stuff my little mouse. So like this is just so serendipitous and so perfect. And a sun, like, it's perfect. So this is going to be my first new start. And so I'm going to start this on the 2nd, work on it for a few days. I may work on it in conjunction with In This Moment because I have big goals for May for In This Moment. But we'll kind of wait and see. This one doesn't require a frame, so there's that. Kit it up, ready to go. Okay, my second new start is really the big impetus for why these new starts are happening on Sundays. This I got for Christmas, and I think that the 9th, which is Mother's Day, is the perfect day to start. Pull it out of the bag here. Mothers and Daughters by the Victoria Sampler. I loved stitching my Pumpkin Patch Farm sampler. It was a lot of fun once I got past all them thread issues. If you've been with me for 5 years or so, then perhaps you remember. But once I got past all that, I had a blast stitching that sampler, and I've wanted to do another Victoria sampler. So my mom got this for me for Christmas, Mothers and Daughters. And I'll read you the verse, or the saying. A special bond that spans the years through laughter, worries, smiles, and tears. A sense of trust that can't be broken. A depth of love at times unspoken. A lifelong friendship built on sharing. Hugs and kisses, warmth and caring. So, and that's written in there. There's a big old chunk of heart anger, which scares the ever-loving daylights out of me. There's more up here. But there's specialty stitches galore and over one, and I love this. I'm so excited. So my mom got the chart for me for Christmas, as well as the thread pack. Victoria samplers are often charted in almost exclusively silks of a wide variety. And so they put together these thread packs, which are super convenient if they work out. Because they give you a length or two of the silk without you having to spend the $7 or $8 to buy a skein of silk that you need for 3 flowers, you know, kind of a situation. So I will have to sort this. This one also has beads. That's so exciting. Oh, it's got even, you're never going to be able to see this on my camera, but there's like these big beads. Those are fun. Anyway, so there's that. And because this has the hardanger on it, I decided to just go with the called for fabric. It is a 28 count raw natural cashel. I would have gone up to a 32 count just because that's my happy spot, but with the hardanger, I decided to go with the 28. So there is that. So that is start number 2. Start number 3. I'm fairly certain this is the fabric I'm going to use because I have it in stash. It's big enough, and I think it'll work. So I really wanted to do the Modern Folk Embroidery 2021 sale. Modern Folk Embroidery, they show you what the whole thing's going to look like when it's finished, so it's not a mystery or anything like that. And I loved it from the second that I saw it. But I had intentions of doing No Starts 2021, and that would have dropped after midnight on the 1st. So I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it at the time. So now, here we are, 4 months into the year. I'm watching everybody work on theirs, and they are beautiful. Every single one that I see, I love just a little bit more. I'm obsessed with this sal. So I have to stitch it. I have to stitch it. So that's what my third new start is going to be on the 16th of May. Preview here of what the thing will look like. So I'm going to be using 32 count Belfast linen in platinum. I contemplated doing it on 40 count, but I think I want to do it on 32. I might change my mind 12 times between now and the 16th, so stay tuned for that. So 32 count Belfast in platinum, and my colors, I have envisioned a dusty purple sampler for a long time. So this is 3041 and 3042, and I have a few skeins of each of these. I think that Jacob said in the description that you needed like 12 or 13 skeins if you were doing it on 32 count, 2/2. So I'll just have to get more. Or I'll switch to 40 count and I'll be set. We'll see. Yet to really decide that. But so that is start number 3. Start number 4 and or 5. I don't know. I don't know. I don't feel a huge draw to make a whole bunch of new starts. Like that's not the reason that I'm starting these things. So I don't feel the need to try to fill those spaces. I may pull out some old Mania projects on those specific days. The 23rd and the 30th, I don't have a Blimey Cat Stitch Mania progress. 23rd and 30th. Did I say that right? I don't know. I don't have a Blimey Cat Stitch Mania piece for those dates. So we'll kind of wait and see what happens there. Like I said, I've got big in this moment goals, and so that may be just what it is for those. Who knows? So those are my Stitch Mania plans. I know that this is a really quick one, but don't you fear, there's a big video coming. I am filming a full-blown update today, including a life update, where I talk about all of the changes that have happened in the last few months. So, ready to go, ready for Stitch Mania. Here we go. This is like a super easy to kit up Stitch Mania for me. Last year I was pulling threads and making thread substitutions like up until the last minute, and this time everything's basically ready. I like it. Good and easy. Okay, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your continued support of me and my channel. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope that you're stitching. As always, be kind. I will see you in the next one, probably going up in the next few days. Bye, y'all.